How's everybody doing today? Let me just get everything up here. I don't know where it is. Here it is. All right, go live. You see how many viewers are here, if audio's okay, and all that stuff. Can never get to the screen until I actually start the live. So I appreciate everybody that is here. You know, what does it say, 37 people? 37 people that are here. Luna is a scam. I mean, that's your opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Here first again. Well, thank you for being here. Yo, hey, what's going on? I was first. You were first to comment. We'll never know that you were first unless you were the first to comment, which it looks like TBG Solo was the first one to comment. So, sounds good. All right, perfect. Why believe Do Kwon? I can't say that I do believe Do Kwon. Um, I'm looking at others that are leading the group and leading the team, but you know, obviously Do Kwon plays a big part in it. Why falling? It's following the market. I figured, you know, it would find a way to follow the market. It's not necessarily um, just something that's falling out of nowhere, right? It's because you have Bitcoin, you have Ethereum, you have everything in the market that's really falling off. And it makes sense for them to eventually follow it. And that's what I was thinking. You know, yesterday I was like, things are still red. Things are dropping down quite a bit, but Terra is pumping, and you know UST is pumping, and Terra 2.0 is making a move. So um, it's coming back because it's following the market. It had to play catch up sometime soon, and people see it at some of these high points and gain 3x their money where they invest at some of the lows. So it works. It works out for them. And that's great. But we're playing this out for more of a long-term move rather than just a short-term move. What's your current position on Luna Classic? My current position, like how much I'm holding or what I believe in is going to happen? Because I can answer both. I'm holding 20.1 million, 20.17 million. But my belief and my position and what I want to do with Luna Classic is to hold on to it until we see it reach certain levels, you know, not even to a penny. But I am going to hold on to a portion at all prices. So if it gets to a half a penny, I will sell some, but I'll still have a lot. If it gets to a penny, I probably won't sell any at a penny. I believe I have it set to sell at around 5 cents. Then obviously continue to make those moves as prices go up, all the way up to probably $1, to where I will hold about 1 million that's left. I don't see why this live is relevant since we are just waiting for burns anyways. I mean, yeah, I mean, we truly are just waiting for burns. I mean, I wouldn't say that lives aren't relevant because you're here to comment, ask questions, you know, and where my feelings are, because it makes a lot of people feel better about their positions when you get an example of how somebody else is feeling, especially someone that was in the beginning. Obviously, I have a different mindset than some people, but it's always great to have that second opinion or that third opinion or that fourth opinion. You know, red is the color of opportunity. I mean, tell that to the people that buy on green days. There were a lot of people that were buying on the green days, and I understand how things look like you're missing out on the opportunity. But like I said, it just makes sense to find a lower point or a pullback after you do see an increase. Now, do I say that you should wait for it to come back and gain another zero? You don't have to, but it's always great to you know, put your foot in the door, or just, you know, stop right there. Being able to invest, let's say, a portion of whatever you wanted to invest. Let's say you wanted to invest $1,000, invest $100 or $200, and then see what happens from there. And then if it continues to drop, You can average down. If it goes up, then you gain whatever you can gain with the position that you invested. However, invest on red days and sit on it or sell on green days. That's really what it's all about. That's how you end up making money. And if you stay disciplined in doing that, sometimes you may make less money by selling too early, but you're still making money versus people losing money. I bet now everyone gets entertaining when they watch Kwan's last interview, laughs and collapsing the project. I don't see. I read that. Good morning, DJ Trev. It will come up again today. Starting my new job today. Wish me luck. Well, good luck. Hopefully things go well. I know starting a new job is always tough because it's a transition. It's something a lot of times you feel like you know what you're doing, but it's brand new, and it's very difficult to get a hold on it, and it takes a while. It may take months before you fully settle in and understand exactly what you're doing, even though you're completely educated in the field. Like I've been completely educated in every job that I've went to. I knew the book knowledge, but I just didn't know how the job did the work or did the job. So it was always an adjustment period, and there always will be. Everybody does something different, especially when it comes to, accounting. Everybody has their own close cycle. Thank you for becoming a member, Furious SRO. It will come up again. Starting my new job. Wish me luck. I read that. I'm trying to hit 10 million and then hold. Just subscribe, bro. Thanks for the knowledge. No problem, gorillas. Thank you for watching. Second like. I don't know if you're the second like. We do have 69 likes and 229 people here. So let's go ahead and show you guys the screen since we are just looking at Terra Luna Classic. You guys don't want to just look at me. Good morning from Dallas, Texas. Awesome information as always. Thank you. If you could, when you get a chance, explain Tectonic and Extonic. It's kind of new, and thank you. So Tectonic for me, my position, I don't have a position in it. Every time someone asks me about it, I always give the same kind of spiel. And I'm always talking about the total amount within Tectonic. I mean, we are going to, focus on Terra a little bit. We will get into some other things, but we haven't even jumped into anything yet. But I would say Tectonic is always the top holders. You have, I believe that's the one. The top holders are about 76% of the total supply. And that's a huge problem for me. Even though they do break it down and show you all these foundations and places where it's held, it's just, and what it's used for, it doesn't seem like you need that much for a lot of those things. So that's where I start to get thrown back a little bit, even though you can gain, I think, a decent APY. But yeah, it's not something that I look at as a position that I'm holding or anything that has potential for me, right? And some people may make money from it, and it's great. You can make money from anything, but it's not to say that it's my favorite position, right? I think there's a lot of speculation, and most of us don't know what's going on. Yeah, there's a lot of us that don't know. I mean, even people that feel like they're educated in the field, there's a lot of people that don't know what's going on. Because you can even ask like Happy Caddy Crypto, you can even ask me, you can ask anybody, and no one truly knows exactly why Terra Luna Classic pumped. However, most of the reasons why I see things pumped are speculation and just hype that's built, and people seeing that it's massively green, so they think, oh, this is going to skyrocket, so they get into the position, and it creates more buying pressure, which creates more of an increase, and it just looks better and better. But eventually that slows down, especially in a down market. We'll get that pump back. Thinking of this like a scale for those who didn't jump in at the lower prices earlier. Yeah, here in the Netherlands. Well, thank you for watching, Furious SRO, and becoming a member. Also, at that price point seems to be where it's holding at. Bro, hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty well. I can't complain. Scam or not, it's going to ascend in June 2023. All right, I'll hold you to that. Could you please make a new video of VeChain since they're partnered with UFC, Matt? I think I could. I'll think about it because it just all depends. Because I know there's a lot of things that I like to talk about during the day, and since I make so many videos, I could do something there. I just want to see the amount of popularity and potential in the video. I know there's people that have interest in it, but I want to know if it's enough interest. It's just like there's a ton of interest in Bitcoin, but there's channels that specifically talk about Bitcoin and get the views for it. Like, I just don't want to make a video and get 100 views off of it, because then that derails the channel as well. So as long as views are coming in, your channel gets pushed by YouTube. If views aren't coming in, your channel gets derailed by YouTube. Dude, Luna pump was great while it lasted. Hopefully Luna recovers. Yeah, if you look at the entire market, understand the entire market is down by 4.5%, 5%. It's down below that $900 billion mark. We're still seeing Bitcoin in the ranges and still above that 17.7 mark. So until we break that point, I'm not going to say that we're going to see it lower than that point. Ethereum still at around 1,000, which is really, really good. I'm not making any investments anytime soon because I just don't have any free money to invest. All of my money is going to go, or our money is going to go towards a damn Amex bill that's ridiculously high. So that's fun. But that's partially my fault. Probably mostly my fault this month. But anyways, you can see that things are down. Like, over the last 7 days, Bitcoin's still down 7%, Ethereum down 8%. You're still seeing things that are down, and over the last 24 hours, 4.6%, 8.5%, right? 5.6%, 6%, 9%, right? There's so many things that are down, and Luna's just playing catch up. Farm doing well right now. I know, I did see that. Farm is up 19% from what it shows here, and it's up to $45. These two keep switching back and forth. Char, thank you for being a member for that long. A member for 4 months. I appreciate it. So yeah, I think these two keep switching. So you see Krill, that was up to like 90 cents at one point, and obviously that would be close to $6,000 of a balance, and now it's down to $2,000, $2,500 worth of a balance. So I need to gauge this better. I want to hold on for the longer term, but I need to gauge this better. I need to see where the highs are and take those highs and then sell some portions at certain levels. And then if it does drop lower like it did, I can obviously invest in, I can put that money back in there. Whether it gets me more or gets me less, I would like to invest that back in there. Hopefully it gets me more. 65% of my coins are SHIB. 5 million I should spread. Wait, 65% of my coins are SHIB. 5 million. Should I spread my money out more into farm? And it's made me money. Thank you. Wait, sorry, I'm not understanding. You're asking, should I spread my money out more and new into farm, and it's made me money? Okay, so you're saying farm made you money. That's great. That's fantastic that it made you money. And I don't know if you're taking profit, but it's always great to be able to just realize profit and see the profit, just sit in your account, right? Because obviously going from $1,000 to 2,000 or 5,000 to whatever, 6,000, adding on an extra 1,000 or adding on an extra 200 or something, that's amazing to see. Should you spread your money into more places? It's always great to diversify. I don't have 65% of my money in one position. I probably have somewhere around, the max I have is like 40%, which is somewhere around what CRO is. So if I'm looking at all my money across stocks, across crypto, I probably have somewhere in the range of maybe 25 to 30%, maybe even less than that. So let's say 25%. 25% of my money is in one position, which would be CRO. And then you look at these positions, and none of them are even touching that. So yes, it's always great to diversify, just don't over diversify. If you over diversify, you end up with positions like this, where you have REN that's $34. Yes, it has come back a hell of a lot, and it should be worth $300. This should be worth $300. This should be worth $300. Even though I did already take profit on ApeCoin, it still should be worth a lot more, right? So you end up with a lot of positions that are lower hundreds or even less dollars than that. You want to make sure that you have a lowest point or a minimum amount that you want to invest into something. So don't just spread it and buy 100 different positions. Do it to where you're buying maybe 10 positions, maybe 7 positions, something like that, depending how much money you have. I'm double in LUNC. Super chat hype. Yes, thank you for the super chat, Richard. I appreciate that. I really do. Can LUNC get to $1? It can get to $1. It just depends on when it will and how it will, right? So it definitely can get to $1. How can I take my USTC out of Coinbase so I can sell it? I don't know. I don't know if you're able to do that. I mean, if I go to here, if I go to Coinbase Pro, can I just type in USTC? So USTC is not on Coinbase Pro, so you can't do anything there. I don't know if you can do anything in advanced. It looks like Farmcoin is now up to $47, so it's definitely making some moves. Yeah, it's definitely making some moves this morning. Not crazy moves, but it's making moves. So the amount that I have in crypto.com, is Erica calling me? Hello? Yeah, do you need that now, or is it like some? Well, I already started. If you would have told me earlier, I would have taken them before I even started streaming. I thought of a song. Woke up like this. All right. You can leave Harper there, and I can uh stream for a little bit, and then take him if Hayden's not awake. All right. Well, just leave it go and let me know. I'll probably stop it. I guess if all else fails, I'll stop at 8 and I'll just take him. All right. Yeah, no problem. All right. Bye. Well, might have to stop streaming. I know you probably already heard that. Um, hello, Matt. Do you hold any algo? Not anymore. I don't hold any algo. Can Luna get to a? I read that. I have 250 euros on Luna. It's a big risk. It's not a big risk. There's no large risk. I mean, it depends how you value $250. Like $250, I value it obviously, but I know that I can make $250 in a day. I know that I can make a lot more than that in a day sometimes, or even in a couple of hours. So yeah, I value it, and I don't want to lose $250. I never want to lose anything, but it's not the largest risk in the world, right? There's somebody that spent $10,000 or literally took out money equity from their house and decided to buy Luna with it. There's a lot of people that do that type of stuff, and I'm not telling you that you should do that. Sometimes that works out, but not all the time. And I will never tell someone to do that, even if I do believe in everything that Luna offers. Matt, I read that. So I don't hold any algo. Dogecoin. Doge, what a joke. I don't think Doge is a joke. Yes, of course, $1. Hey, wait, hey, can't all Luna 2 people just dump and buy Luna Classic? Funny thing is, a lot of people that do hold Luna 2 also hold Luna Classic. So it's not like they're just neglecting Luna Classic. They're not. They are actually holding it. Everyone talks about getting to $1. How about we just get to a penny first and then progress? That's true. I think they just want to know, where the end goal is, and the end goal for a lot of people is always that dollar mark. And for me, I look at it as, it's not just the end goal. It's a stepping stone or a milestone within that goal. And the goal is to, for me, get it back to a point to where this could get UST to a repeg state. Now, I don't want them to repeg it because it could be attacked again. You also include or add minting to the equation. So while you hold 10 billion or you hold 1 billion, while there's 1 billion coins out there, you add minting to the equation, and I don't really want that. But that's the end goal, is to get it back to a point to where it could do that. And if it gets back to that point, you're looking at tens of dollars, right? And that's great. I would love that. But like you said, the first step we need to take is to get to a half a penny and then a penny, and then see if we can find a way to get to 10 cents and see where it can get to. So hopefully, as we have that detail for the 1.2%, we can get a full breakdown as to how many days it will take in order for that to fully burn off the coins, right? So I woke up excited as hell to see my Lunic bags. What happened? It didn't go anywhere. It didn't do anything. It actually just came back a little bit. Let's see, Lunic long hodl. Where you say Luna? What? Where you say Luna, you speaking of the new coin or the old coin? Lunic. I said, when I say Luna, Terra Luna Classic. If you're talking about the title, the whole thing is one. It's Terra Luna Classic. And so I'm talking about Lunic. Do you think Classic will pump in the next 24 hours? I think we will see. I think we will see a little bit of a bounce off of this point. Do I think it will pump? No. I mean, pumping, the whole reason why it did pump was because of, in my opinion, a lot of speculation and a continuation of hype. People like to buy when things are green. Don't know why, they just do, right? And that's why these things stay green. They continue to buy. People have that reverse mindset that you shouldn't have. And I think anybody here should understand where I'm coming from, is that on green days and massively green days, you need to look at it and say, look, I missed the opportunity. If I didn't get into anything, I missed the opportunity. Let me sit back and wait for it to pull back. Because if it goes aggressively green where everything is absolutely skyrocketing, you need to wait for some sort of a pullback in order for you to get the most out of that, right? Because if you buy, let's say this goes up to a level, or Terra Classic. Let's go back to Terra Luna Classic. Let's say this goes up to 16.5, right? It gets all the way up to this point. Well, now it's decreasing from 16.5 all the way down to 1,200. So it's down 6%. And as we look over the day, as this gets up to some of these high points, it's going to look like it's down worse, right? It's not going to look like it's pumping compared to what you're seeing here, because it's a rolling 24 hours. If this stays within this phase, if this stays down here, you're going to see this at a very low low, to where it dropped like 30%. and it's not going to look good, and it's going to look like it's continuing to drop, but it's going to stay around the same price, around that 1200. So just don't buy. Don't try not to buy. Wait, don't try not to buy. That's weird. Try not to buy on green days. Sometimes if it's green and you see an opportunity, get your foot in the door, but don't fully jump in. You don't go all in on green days. That's not something you do. Dump on Monday. A whale bought in. That's why it rose. A whale did not buy in. If a whale bought in, well, you're talking about the initial rise. That's definitely a possibility. Initial rise could create the hype around it, and then it could create the interest, which gets people to buy more. Because usually it's one large move, right, or multiple large moves, right? Just something that adds to the pot in a big way that influences our decisions, right? The pump was because of Emmy. The pump was because of Starship Metaverse. It was supported in payment and 1.2 burn tax. That's not the whole reason. Usually people don't react that much off of news. They react that much off of rumors. And it's sort of a rumor, but it's more news than anything, right? Yes, it does create a reaction, but it creates a reaction from somebody or some group that may have a lot. And then as people see that move 5% or maybe 7 or 10%, they go, oh, well, this is moving. Let's get into it. And then the regular people start to react. We start to react. We buy into it more, and you see it down the stream, down the chat. Is that, oh, I wanted to invest in this, or I needed to get into this because it's moving. And everybody was saying, oh, I bought 1 million more, I bought 5 million more, I bought 10 million more, how much do I hold, and all this other stuff. It creates a bunch of positivity. Even though the entire market is negative, besides Terra Luna Classic, the only reason that it's pumping is because you started the pump and we finished the pump. Our reaction is what got us to this point. So I think that's a portion of it, but it's not as big as people think. When a top coin crashes, is the minting a lot of new supply inevitable, or is it just something Do Kwon did? Any news about Shibarium start price? So Shibarium is not a coin. Shibarium is a platform. Shibarium is something to where you would be able to transfer or trade your Shiba Inu for a cheaper price. You would be able to trade your bone for a cheaper price, leash for a cheaper price. I don't know what other coins are going to add to that platform, but it's a platform, not a coin. I know it's kind of confusing because the way that they made it seem in the AMA and all this stuff, that it was going to be something separate, like Shibarium the coin, Shibarium the investment, but that's not the case. It's a platform to where you can buy, sell, transfer Shiba Inu for any other, like, I guess, Ethereum based coin. I don't know what they're going to do there, whatever they add, but then you would pay cheaper fees in the form of bone. So that's how that goes. But when a coin crashes, if a top coin crashes, no, minting is not inevitable. It happened with Terra Luna Classic because that was part of the algorithm. Algorithm was to set up for UST. There was a stable coin UST and there was Luna. Whenever UST depegs, Luna is the backing system to that stable coin, not like the Tether where you actually have, real dollars or real dollars. Let's go with that, backing it, a real currency. So I'm not saying that cryptocurrency is not a real currency, but it's backing a cryptocurrency with a cryptocurrency. It's very difficult to do something like that. But what you are doing is taking Luna and you're basically converting the Luna that you have into UST. So if it was worth $86, you would be able to buy 86 UST for 1 Luna. So as you mint more coins, you're just trying to get UST back to a stable state. So that's the reason why they continued to mint more coins, is in order to get UST back to a stable state as Luna and UST were dropping. So it's not something that's inevitable. It's not something that's normal to see a coin mint a crazy amount. Now some do, right? You saw like ICP that mints new coins, or not mints new coins, but at least introduces new coins from their total supply pretty often, and that's why I got out of the position where I was. So yeah, I think it's not something that's normal, but I can say it does happen with some coins. They see that as an opportunity to release more and sell more, and then the whole thing just collapses. But I like I said, Luna was a separate thing because it was an algorithm. Started pumping before the Starship announcement. Yeah, Binance bought a lot yesterday. USD Terra. That's why LUNC jumped. There's so much speculation as to Binance has been buying LUNC for a while, so it's not something that's been brand new. But yes, that could be a part of it, and it's not saying that it is the sole reason why it jumped. There's no sole reason why it jumped. Nobody knows exactly why it jumped. All you see is the amount of volume that goes through or that's going through, and you see the news that's happening. You see maybe a little bit of a reaction from some sort of news, some sort of rumor, and that's it. How many days or months approximately will it touch $1 in your opinion? So whenever this gets implemented, from what I've seen, if everything stays the same, if actually the volume starts to increase based on the fact that we have this, 1.2 burn tax, we have this utility and stuff like that. If we see $1 billion, $2 billion worth of volume at these prices, we can burn off quite a bit, over 100 billion in a day. So then it'll take basically 10 days for it to get to 1 trillion. So then 100 days for it to burn off, I guess probably 70 days or something like that to burn off that. But what you're seeing there, it's probably going to take somewhere around a year for us to get to a reasonable circulating supply. I'm not saying that it will get under 1 trillion. I'm not saying that, we'll burn off 99% of the supply. I'm saying that we can burn off a decent amount within that time, somewhere 100 days, 200 days, 300 days. It could take upwards of a year, right, for that to take place. But it all depends, right? If it gets implemented and volume is high and the price ends up going high, well, now we have a different situation on our hands to where we need to figure out what hopefully the market cap can stay low while we're burning, but most likely the market cap will increase while we are burning. So it's going to be more difficult to burn as the price goes up. Someone said, you said someone sold 532 million last night. I didn't say that. I didn't say someone sold 532 million last night. I'm debating if they did, they made a good move. Hopefully they got back in. I'm debating if I should buy more. Do you think it will crash back to 0.00005? I don't think so, but anything could happen. I think we have a lot of positivity that's going into LUNC right now. So I really don't think that that's going to happen, but anything can happen. Anything can happen in crypto. We've seen resistance points, support levels be broken very, very easily, even though they seem like they're the strongest resistance points or support levels possible. And so I'm not going to say no, that it will not get there, but I don't know. It depends where your cost basis is. If your cost basis is at 0.00005, unless you literally have the lowest amount possible, I don't know why you would need to buy more. For me, I have 20 million. Yes, I would love to buy more, but I don't want to buy higher than my cost basis or a crazy amount higher than my cost basis. Remember, I invested $40 and turned it into thousands of dollars. Right now, what I'm holding is worth $2,500. And what I gained from it was $6,000. So no matter what, I gained something out of the deal. I'm happy with it. I can't complain about it at all. What I can do though is sit on this and wait for it to make some moves. Now, if it does pull all the way back and give me that opportunity to buy more or buy back in with the lowest point that I bought in at and buy another 60 million or 100 million for a lower price, yeah, I'll definitely do that. But right now, I mean, I'm comfortable. I don't know how much you hold. The Lord was showing people the same vision of Luna going to 10 cents and dropping back down, and they go up even higher. Will Luna do better if Bitcoin pumps? Everything seems to follow Bitcoin. So yes, I think it will. Because everybody will try and find the next best opportunity to get into on a pump. When you actually see a bull run, everything gets bought up. Like, I mean, everything. It's not like where you see a bull run in the stock market where things get bought up, but it's not as aggressive as what happens in crypto. Like things moving 100%, 200%, 1,000%, 10,000%, because people are just trying to find the next best opportunity, right? They do that in the stock market, but not as much because crypto's 24/7. You can invest at 4 a.m. You can invest at 12 o'clock midnight, right? You can invest at any point that you want. Did Binance disclose they bought LUNC, or is it just a rumor? I don't know. I didn't see anything on it, but I'm going to take people's word for it because I know that they have a ton of LUNC. But I don't know that they bought LUNC recently. I would imagine they did because they have been buying it for quite some time. Binance probably going to do a surprise burn one day and boom. Would love if they do that, but we don't know. We really don't. If they have something set up, then they'll probably go through the standard process of burning, but that's probably true. I'm down tens of thousands listening to YouTubers, so my conclusion is do the exact opposite. I totally understand a roulette wheel. Right now, there's tons of people that are down thousands of dollars, whether it's listening to YouTubers or even people that are experienced investors. The reason why is because a lot of people follow the strategy of just holding on to the position, averaging down no matter what the price is. So if you're buying at some of these highs, obviously you're going to see that the crypto market has dropped down 75%. So can anybody see any type of profit holding on to a position with the crypto market dropping by 75%? No one can. You name one person that has made money in the crypto market that's not a day trader or a swing trader or something like that. Day traders probably make the most money there or lose the least amount of money because of the fact that they're getting out at a certain time every single day. But yeah, you're right. I'm not going to lie to you. Things are dropping down, and you shouldn't just listen to YouTubers and experts and take it as you should buy this. Never, like ever. You should listen to your own thoughts, your own ideas, your own research. If you don't do your own research, you're never going to be able to prove that you are actually investing. All you're doing if you follow somebody is following. If you invest and you actually do the research, this is why a lot of people say do your own research. A lot of people say it just to cover their ass. But what I say it as is, look, you need to do your own research for your education. If I teach someone how to, grow on YouTube and just push all of their videos, then what could happen is they rely on me to push their videos or rely on somebody that has a lot of, push to push their videos, but they don't understand how to actually grow and do the things that they need to do. This is why whenever I teach someone on YouTube, I give someone maybe a nudge here and there, but they have to take these steps and understand how to grow themselves and learn the process. Because if you don't learn the process and you don't love what you're doing, no matter who's showing up, whether it's 300 or it's 30 people, you're never going to continue with it, right? You're not going to see the reason to continue. So same thing goes for investing. Do your own research. It's as simple as that. You know, we basically talk about a position, show you Terra Classic. What do you see in Terra Classic that I don't see? Because there's a lot of things that I miss. What do you see in Bitcoin that I don't see? What do you see in Ethereum that I don't see? What do you see in Cardano? There's a bunch of people that see a ton of push in Cardano. I see it as well. I don't see everything that they're seeing, but I'm happy to take in that information. Over 600 people and less than 200 likes. Definitely hit that like button, guys. We have 577 people and 200 likes. If you guys can hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. That's what's good and a great YouTuber must be. Thanks, Sir Matt, for your great saying. Other YouTubers are clickbait. I'm not saying everybody, not every other YouTuber is a clickbait or does clickbait. But there are a lot out there that do it. And I've seen some where it's literally every single time. It's like Shibarium's going to hit $1 tomorrow, invest now, or you must watch this because, you know, I don't know, Dogecoin is going to hit $10 or something in 2 minutes. And it's always like the worst prediction ever. It's like, oh yeah, Shiba Inu is going to hit $1 today. And it's like, do you know how much supply it has to burn in order to hit $1? Do you actually understand? And most of the time, they're not even talking about that. But I won't get into other YouTubers there. I'll just leave it at that. Yo, Harvest Finance back to $50. Is it? It's at 49.42. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. So the amount that I invested, it's almost double what I invested over in Coinbase. Okay. Well, what do I do with it? Does she? Okay. She wear a swimsuit all day? I don't understand. All right. I'm gonna have to head off of here, guys. I gotta go. I gotta go take these kids to daycare. I might be back on and hop back on somewhere around, let's say 8:30 and go until, or 9 and go until 10. But I have to hop off. I have to go and get these kids and take them to daycare. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Hopefully nothing crazy happens. Again, Farmcoin is looking really good. A bunch of other things. One particular YouTuber says every video must watch and then tells you nothing. Well, that's what sells. I'm sorry, guys. There's 600 people here. I would love to stay here with you guys and chat with you for hours, but this is what this is about. I get the freedom to help out with the kids, but let me go ahead and do that. I'll be back and most likely stream for a little bit longer. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.